I'm 50% cash, and I'm wanting to get to 75 cash in the next couple of days. Back on October the 4th, I showed you some of the stocks that I had sold, my big six that I said I would never sell, but I realized I had to sell. And I explained the Fibonacci retracement method, showing you a 50% retracement and a 75% retracement. What I want to do in this video is revisit those stocks and determine what my target price is, because I think there's a 25% drop available in the next couple days. I think something big and bad is going to happen, and I want to have a plan in place, and I want to share that with you in this video.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Before I get into my updated Fibonacci retracement chart, I wanted to again remind you that I'm giving away $1,000 and that Moomoo is adding 15 free stocks to it if you'll register and open and fund an account with them. That's going to happen on Halloween night, so I've got 2 links in the description so that you can register for the $1,000 and so that you can also get that Moomoo account opened up so that you'll get their stocks as well. Okay, I've rebuilt my Fibonacci retracement chart. And before I get into the new chart, I just want to make it clear to you that if you're a part of my tribe and you're seeing my portfolio on a daily basis through the Discord, you're going to see me start liquidating some stocks that I just don't think are going to do well as we move through this bad time. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And so I'm going to, anything that's out in the future, I'm going to take my losses. The only thing I'm going to hold is my biotech stocks. And as I've explained that before, this is the cures for cancer, heart disease, whatever, the genome sequencing, and they have nothing to do with Vladimir Putin, with China, with interest rates, whatever. When they hit, they're going to hit, and they're going to hit at a 733 multiple if you watched yesterday's video. But at this point, let's jump into my new Fibonacci retracement chart. And as you can see, I've put my big six. Now, those of you who have been with me a while know that I used to say, I will never sell these big six. Well, things change. I did not realize that we were going to have this crazy run-up because of the carnival barkers and in electric vehicles and SPACs, and we weren't going to have this craziness of $9 trillion being pumped into the market and increasing our money supply by 40%. So I didn't see that. I didn't know that they were that dumb. So, okay, I had to flip-flop. Kill me. Okay, so my big six are Apple, Amazon, Meta, Google, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. Then I included Tesla, AMD, Walmart, Target, S&P 500, and QQQ, because I want to get a feel for the rest of the market. What I'm showing you is the current price. This was as of Friday today. Then I'm showing you the October 4th price. This is the price when I did this chart, this video back on October the 4th. Then I'm repeating the 50% retracement, the 75 retracement, and then we'll get into my target prices. And what I'm showing you here in green is those who have not whose price has actually gone up since October the 4th, and in red, those who have gone down since October the 4th. And you see there are more that have gone down than have gone up. Then what I did was come over here. In red, I'm showing you those under the 50%, those who have passed that 50% retracement, such as the 50% retracement on Amazon was 135 from its high, and it's down to 116. Now, its 75 is 104, and so in that column, you see it's still white. Okay, it's not, it hasn't retraced 75%. But Meta, who's at 126, has both retraced over the 50 and the 75. So you kind of get in the drift. The other one that's done that, which is kind of shocking, is that of Tesla. It was at 265. Today it's down to 208, and it's come back all the way to past its 75% retracement, as has AMD. So that's where we're at today. And I think I would encourage you to do this for any stocks that you follow, that you want to build a strategy to get back in. If you've done what I've done, and that is moved and continuing to move to cash. So then with that, I had to sit down and say, okay, with all this information and with my belief that something real bad is going to happen, and I'm going to just give you a list of some of the things that I think could happen. Is number one, I would think that the war could escalate in Russia and Ukraine and suck some other people in. That the European economy could just go into the tank because of Russia's not allowing them to have energy as we move through the winter. I just finished an article in the Wall Street Journal that is basically following Xi Jinping's meeting that he's having this whole week with the Communist Party. And the first thing he told them is, we are militarily prepared now, currently, to go to war with the United States. That's what he said. What he said, though, is we are not battlefield ready because we really haven't been in any conflicts since, I think it was 1977, in a border war with Vietnam, I believe it was. So he's saying, we've got the troops, we've just finished our latest aircraft carrier, we've got our ballistic missiles, we're ready to go to war with the United States. That'll happen if it happens relative to Taiwan. If we do that, Fibonacci is going to be blown out. So I'm creating a target price. Okay. I also believe there's a good possibility that we're going to get some news to open the doors, open the curtains, and find out how bad our banks are right now. As our real estate prices go down, as China's real estate market collapses, as they fail to pay on the bonds that they have put out to our American banks for the building of their economy and their real estate, I believe that our banks have masked the exposure they have. I also talked about there's roughly 10 million people, I believe, in the economy right now who have lost 66% of their Bitcoin. I believe that there's $7 trillion that has come out of our stock market, and this is going to put another 10 million people in jeopardy of losing the big houses, the boats, the airplanes, the beach cottages, the penthouses in New York City. I believe the banks are carrying a bunch of shit around in a bag that they've got masked as something better than what it is. And so I am preparing for bank failures. I'm preparing for small business failures because interest rates are going up and they got a bag of shit they're carrying around as well. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to cash. I want to get to 75% cash. And then where do I want to buy in? Well, this is where I want to buy in based on today. Now, that may change. And I reserve the right to change my mind. So I've got Apple currently at 144 and up from 138 I'll buy it at 118. Amazon, I believe this will happen pretty damn quick, and that'll be at 100. Meta, Meta isn't going to light up until we get closer to this metaverse and they get their legal matters taken care of. So I'm not sure even at 111 I would buy it. Google, I'll buy at 90 because I believe Google's going to own this world sometime in the near future. Microsoft will own the other half of it, so I'll buy it about 200. Nvidia, they are the best high-level semiconductor. I'm in at 111. Tesla, actually, I won't buy Tesla because I honestly believe I listened to their quarterly report and Elon stuttering and stammering about all, and the only question he would not answer and never mentioned was Shanghai. Never mentioned what's going to happen, Elon, when Jizan comes and repossesses your factory. No one asked him that, or I didn't hear, but he would not address anything relative to China. You ain't going to get me to buy Tesla, okay? Then these others are just in here for representation of the market and for me to see what's happening in retail. The S&P, I believe it's going to go below 3,000, and the QQQs have some area to drop to as well. So that's my take on this. I wanted to share this with you because we all know that the market's in bad shape. And it's going to get, and I believe it's going to get worse. But I feel I need to give you some direction on what to do. I mean, to come on here and just say, hey, this is what's happening, and this is why the dollar's going up, and what, but not, and then not to say this is what I think, this is what I'm going to do, because trust me, this is not financial advice. It will never be financial advice. This is some 78-year-old who's been in this industry for half of his life, and he wants to share his knowledge and experience. This is going to be the subject of our stock talk this afternoon when I get on with my tribe and we talk about what's happening in the market. We'll go over this in more detail. So if you want to be a part of the tribe, go into the description and find the link to the Discord. And if you're around on Fridays, we have a stock talk where we do a Zoom call and we talk specifically about the questions you want answered. Okay? So that's my take as we move into Friday. I'm going to walk over there to the computer now and see if I can find more cash. Something else that I can sell. Because this is going to get much worse before it gets any better.